Hey guys, what's going on? My name is DC and I'm kind of a big deal. And today I'm going to tell you guys the story of the first and so far only time I've ever gotten my ass kicked. Now before I get into that, I'm going to apologize if you hear any loud rumbles outside because someone has gone and pissed off Thor and now there's a ton of rain and lightning and thunder and pretty much awesome weather outside. Also, I'm playing a little bit of Gears of War, and now normally I suck a lot at this game, but somehow me and my buddy came back and came back from a 1 to 12 in Wingman, and to put it lightly, we pretty much own the other team, and it's pretty awesome gameplay. I would recommend paying attention what's going on the screen right now. Alright, so let's kick the story off. It was my freshman year of high school. It was a little bit after spring break, and this kid who was a freshman with me, but he was a lot smaller and kind of sticks and bones compared to me. And you guys don't know this, but I was really short for the longest time. I'm now 5'11", but my freshman year, I was right around the 4'11 to 5 foot mark, so I was little as well. Yet this kid was still smaller than me. So anywho, this guy was talking shit about one of my friends that is a girl, and we were playing this game called Your Team. I'm sure you've never heard of it, but it's pretty much when you see someone who's like super ugly or does something dumb, you put them on somebody's team. It's kind of dumb, but it helps the time go by, and it's something to do when you're bored, I guess. But this guy did this, or did put this girl on somebody's team that was one of my friends, and she got super offended. And so I was like, maybe if I kick this kid's ass, I might be able to get in this girl's pants, because I wanted to get in her pants at the time. I wanted to do the dirty deed. So during spring break, I found out where this kid is hanging out. It was at this park, and I have another story at that park that I'll tell at a later date, but not during this story, obviously. And he was sitting there playing basketball, so I go up to him, and I just started like bitching him out, going like, yo bro, that ain't cool, man. And I was pretty much acting like a douchebag, trying to make him fight me, and eventually accepted. So we got out into the woods so we wouldn't get caught by people, and a couple of his friends and a couple of my friends go out there, and we're getting ready to throw down, and we just started fighting. He hit me first, and I just got super pissed off, and I just kicked the living shit out of him. And it wasn't a hard accomplishment. It wasn't even a fair fight. I will be honest with that. I kind of feel like a douchebag that I did that, but it's whatever. You know, what's done is done, even though he did deserve it. But because this guy was a dick way before this. And yeah, I pretty much threw him on the ground, did a little bit of Brock Lesnar on him, hammer punched the living crap out of him, and it was dunsies right there. I mean, game over, man. It was just game over. Alright, so after spring break, I pretty much felt like a badass, even though now I realize I was a douche. But this girl was pretty much all over me, even though I didn't do the dirty deed yet, because she wanted a relationship, but that ain't me, homie. So I was like, whatever, I'll just keep playing it. Maybe I can convince her. So like a week or two after spring break, this kid finally shows back up at school at the very end of the day, which I thought was kind of weird. But the thing that was bad about it is that he was with his brother. And so I was like, uh-oh. And his older brother is pretty much twice my size at the time and was in college. And he gets out of the car, goes up to me, and he's like, oh, you think it's cool kicking, I think he said, you think it's cool kicking kids smaller than your asses or something like that? I don't know. It was something really dumb and really corny. And he goes up to me and he pushes me on the ground and kicks me in the face. And I remember, like, the kick to my face, like, if you've ever been in a fight before, usually the first hit is the one that hurts the most. And for some reason, this one did not hurt the most. All I remember is tasting blood, a dull pain in the back of, like, my jaw, or like the back of my teeth, and a foreign object just floating around. That was kind of hard. And so I spit it out, and it's my tooth. And so I was just like, WTF, bro? What's up with that? And so he's just sitting there kicking my ass and stuff. But I'm glad this happened on this day of all other days, because little did they know my brother was going to come pick me up that day. And at the time, my brother just got off, or he was in the Navy, and he just got off his first cruise. And he's about 6'1", or before he went on cruise, he was about 6'1", about 180, maybe 185, and could bench like 250 pounds and up. I don't remember exactly how much he could bench, but it was a lot. You know, he was in pretty good shape. But after his cruise, he came back. He's about like 215, and it was solid muscle. He had to get new clothes after the cruise because everything was tight on him. So he pulls up, and this guy's on top of me, beating the ever-living shit out of me. And I'm still in shock, going like, wow, this is really happening. And he hit me, and I'm going to say I got knocked out or dazed or something, because I wasn't seeing straight, and like I just had a massive headache going on. And I hear my brother get out of the car, run over there, and just knee him in the face pretty much. He just started kicking the living shit out of him. And so I was like, all right, this has changed for the better. And I won't lie, I was just sitting on the ground crying like a little bitch, because there's a giant crowd of people. I have no idea where the teachers were. They just kind of left or were just sitting there just kind of laughing at us, and nobody else jumped in from the crowd. Bunch of assholes. And so surprisingly afterwards, later that week, I didn't get any word from the teachers or anything about my brother showing up or me getting in a fight or anything like that. So I don't know, it kind of worked out in the end. I'm glad I learned my lesson of not being a douchebag to people younger than me / smaller than me. He wasn't younger than me, but he was smaller than me. And yeah, guys, this story is not extremely funny, but I guess it's just another story of my life. I don't know if you guys would enjoyed it. I hope you do. I took a lot of beating for that. Get it? Get it? Pun intended. Alright, so anyways, guys, that's what it is, I guess. That didn't make sense. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment below for feedback, and make sure to check out the other directors on this channel. They're pretty good, and if you enjoyed this video, please check me out. It'll make me happy. And let me know what game you want to see next time, as well as what story between the first time I ever got a blowy or one of my first parties I ever went to. And anyways, guys, this has been DC, and I'll see you guys next time.